Yes. So like I was saying for DXY, we have this, let me start again. Okay, so in terms of the structure now and where we are, we have this lower low, this lower high, and then this lower low, right? I can remember clearly in the last weekly outlook we had on Monday, we discussed the possibilities of DXY giving us, multiple bullish days, at least maybe to this imbalance or to this volume, this space we have. I mean, it could be my broker, maybe some other broker. This gap is not there, right? So, but mine is showing this gap. But nevertheless, we're looking for bullish, price action, which we had on the 15 minutes, and then price failed to give us a new lower low, right? So price gave us this potential lower high, and then it is dropped, and now price is going up. And as you can see, today is giving us a bullish day already. So this lower high has not been established for me yet. I need to see it close below this, and then I can be, okay, this is a lower high, and then this is a lower low. But we do not have that yet. So price could, there is still like a possibility that price could buy up, right? And then maybe start to sell down from there. Okay. But overall, I am still like bearish on the DXY because on the weekly, there is, I still want to see price come for this liquidity. And like I showed you guys, I've always been showing you guys on a monthly time frame. I think price might want to get to this structure level here, right? Because we have the supply, and then we have the break, somewhat like a retest. So price should retest this area, right? And then we can see we have an institutional cube in this area. So this place is acting like a magnet. Okay, so it's dragging the XY to come down to this area. So, I mean, it might take time, but I feel the XY is going to get there. Okay, so on the daily, and as we can see the structure is in line with what the higher time frame is saying, because we've been having what series of down bearish structures, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then this lower low, right? So potential lower high. So maybe it's going to go down to give us a lower low, or it still wants to go up, right? But overall structure I'm looking at is to the downside. And then let's scale down time frames to see what's up. Okay, so this is the range, this top range and this down range we're trading. This is the current trading range for me. Okay, and let's see. So price has gotten to 50%. Remember that for a premium sell, we're looking at areas above 50%. So 50% and above is okay for a sell. So in terms of the sell, one of the condition has been met now, as is price in a premium area to start going down. Definitely price has gotten to a premium area. So if this candle is Monday, this should be Friday, this should be Thursday, this should be Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we had the condition met already for a premium sell entry on daily. All right, so price sold down. And so let's just see if let's check the 4 hours. So from the daily, I like to go down to the 4 hours. Okay, but it's maybe I need some extra information. I can now start go to 14, 12, 8, 6, 9, all of those. But majorly daily, I fly down to 12, to 1, 30, 15. You get. So now on the 4 hours, this is what we can see. We can see structure shifted to the downside. So the daily met the condition for a 50% premium sell. 4 hour gave us some kind of breaker structure to the downside, right? We had this high, this low, this high, and then it broke the structure here, and then we had this low. So in terms of the 4 hour range, now we have this, and then we have this here. So now the 4 hour is looking like it wants to go down. But now, if for any reason, do we think it cannot respect the structure and go down? Yes, we have this imbalance in this area that price might want to get to. And then we have this institutional candle capture this liquidity and then dropped. You understand? The daily are still not established this as a what? As a lower high. This is still a potential. And when we say potential, meaning we are not, it's not confirmed yet, right? So it could still buy up here to give us, and then maybe some kind of, who knows? Okay, the directional bias is to the downside. We know that already. So on the 4 hour, we see the distribution, we see price going down, right? Price has given us the 4 hour range as this and then this. So we're just going to work with this until price proves us wrong. Okay, because what is the assurance that the daily could go up and disrespect the structure? No. One of the confirmations we always look out for for entries on lower time frame after we have a higher time frame point of interest is that we want to see distribution at a point of interest. That is what gives us a confirmation to plan our trade on lower time frame. So when we have a point of interest on the daily or bigger time frame, how do we get in on trades on lower time frame? We wait for distribution to happen. That is the trade signature, and it has happened there already. So we have the higher high, the higher low, the higher high, and then the break. So if you see the confirmation, why don't you start to plan your trade? This is the information given to you now. So you could start to plan your trade, and then, of course, definitely you think outside the box that what if it goes up? What if the daily is still coming up? I mean, those are like thoughts that you're going to put into consideration. But do you have the signature already? Yes, I see the breaker structure already. I see the distribution. So I'm going to get in, right? I'm going to look for trade ideas within the range. And then if it doesn't play out, I know one shot, I'm out. And then I wait for extra candles to print what price wants to do, and then I get in. Okay. So now in terms of the 4-hour range, yeah, on the 15 minutes quickly, it was this area we were looking at for buy opportunities in this area, right? Can remember, it's still there, right? We had a call of like the stop range, down range, wanted price to come into, this imbalance and then reject from there. But we can see we had like a very sharp like move to the downside, capture the liquidity resting here, feel the imbalance more than 100%, came down very well and then went up. So let's assume you had a limit on this. Even when I saw it on EU, it actually took out this liquidity that was here. EU actually was converging with DXY in this area because DXY failed to take out this low. EU actually took out that high clearly. So if you are taking a trade in this area, we stop below the if you're taking the opposite of this trade on EU, most likely must have taken a loss on that. But you can see the directional bias was right, but just that the entry, they didn't give us a very clear entry. All right, so let me just delete this, and now let's go to the 4 hours. Okay, so in terms of the 4-hour range, this imbalance, this fib is from the daily. Okay, this fib is from the daily. And now the 4 hours giving us some distribution already. Let's check the 1 hour. We also have it, right? You can see this high, this low, and then you had this high, and then price broke. Even the 1 hour gave us the entry, right? We had this, you see, price gave us the breaker structure. In terms of the range, we have this high, and then we have this low. You draw the fib now from the swing high down to the swing low, and then you drag to the front. Looking for entries at 50% or above. I can see this imbalance here lines up with this. If you're going to trade the imbalance, could have entered here. Okay, stop loss, since you're playing the imbalance, could have gone above this area, 25 pips, and 1 to 3. This is the signature setup. This is how I would have traded this if I saw it. Now, was I going to think price is going to go up? Definitely, but yeah, those are outside thoughts. Right? I'm going to play what I'm seeing. So we have something like this now, evident onwards on the 4-hour time frame, so we can play with that. Okay, and then leave out the outside possibilities to when it happens. Okay, and what are the outside possibilities? Maybe price is going to get to this area. Yeah, it's going to go above this area. Yeah, but for now, this is what we have. Okay, we have the 4-hour breaker structure in this area, right? Okay, this is what the market is showing us now. I have my top range here, kind of liquidity from what I'm seeing here. Okay, but I just do what we have. Okay, so I have the stop range in this, yeah, and then I have the down range in this area. So now this is like the 4-hour range we want to trade with. Okay, yeah. So this is a daily down range. Okay, so you do not mix it up together. Yes, so now this is the 4-hour range. Now let's scale down to 1 hour and let's see. So this is the 1-hour range now. 1 hour even gave us like a new range outside the 4-hour range. Now the 1-hour range, you can see the structure break happen in this area a little bit below, and then give us a lower high, and then give us this low, right? So price is giving us some kind of, I mean, you guys see this, right? So when we begin to have all of this flag stuff going on, we have like this bearish flag. This is just extra confirmation our price is going to dump, because this is, smart money coming in agreement with chart patterns, right? We know when we see bearish flag, the normal way we know it is a break to the downside and then retest and something goes down. But the directional bias for the bearish flag is that price is going to drop. Okay, and then is it in agreement with what we had the what we are saying? Definitely we want price to drop. I can see already price rejected from this imbalance here. So and then we had this candle, institutional mitigation candle, captured these highs and then drop. So I think mitigation has happened already, as we can see. So it happened when this is like early in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning. So now let's see. Let me check 15 minutes. No, 30 actually, 30 minutes. So 30 minutes we have check 15 minutes. Yeah, I mean, price is just dropping, price is dropping. And so should I say we are kind of late on this already? Because this should have actually been the entry to go down. So if this is the 1 hour range, if we go to EU where we're going to be looking out for trade ideas, it's going to be like we are anticipating price to go up. Now, all of this area is EU has already got into the monthly structure zone, like the demand supply I showed you guys on the monthly for DXY. EU has gotten there already. So EU is a little bit too fast. It's gotten there already. DXY has not gotten there. Okay. So on the 4 hours, I'm sure we're going to have like a bullish structure looking so confusing. Wait, let me put them side by side so I don't confuse myself. Okay. I'm coming. This is the 4 hour. I don't want to spend too much time on DXY. I'm beginning to spend too much time on it. So I just want to like let me try and hurry up. Okay, this is DXY. Let me put EU here. Where is the candles? Euro NZD. Euro. All right, so EU, let me put this 4 hours also. Okay. I want to put them like side by side so I can know what I'm doing. All right, so this is the 4 hours on this. This is the 4 hour on EU. Okay, so we have this possible W information. This is like the M information. All right. So this downrange here on the DXY is a little bit above. EU is giving us in form of kind of equal highs, so that we know there's liquidity here. All right. So there's liquidity to the upside. And we have the breaker structure, 4 hour breaker structure in this area. After this candle went up, that was the second leg of the W, which was here, and then give us some kind of breaker structure in this area. So this is it for EU also. So we had this, we had high, and then this low, and then high. But on the 4 hours, they didn't give us that. Instead, created one push to the downside, which we have in this area. So if the directional bias for DXY is to go to the downside, I think we see the liquidity above now on EU, so we can be anticipating higher pricing on that. So now going to the 1 hour, okay, going to the 1 hour, this is what we have on the 1 hour. We see this candle, we see the candle had no weak bearish candle, captured all of this liquidity here, created some kind of liquidity, but this is the mitigation candle. Price went up, came back down. If you had played 50%, could have been in profits. Price went up, it's back down again, and then it's up again. So I think price should continue to go up. I mean, all of this liquidity could be captured, because now this is more like a trend line liquidity. You get right? All right, so more like this trend line liquidity now. So which do we have that on the 1 hour? Yeah. So let me see quickly, just to be sure. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, now you have this at the back of your mind that there is a dynamic liquidity here. Okay, so they could come for it, but we're gonna like go ahead with the structure. Okay, so we have this high, we have this low, and then we have this high, right? So we have this. So in terms of the 1 hour range, just like we have in this place, this is going to be like the down range. Okay. Remember, this down range is in form of like liquidity. Okay. So we have this, and then we know they're going to come up for this now. So let's go to the 30 minutes. Let me see something. So on 30 minutes, we have this low, this high. So the 30 minutes is still bearish, right? Even though the 1 hour structure is bullish, but the 30 minutes, is giving us some bearish structure here. It's giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So now price is inside this imbalance already. Even though I'm in favor of EU going up more, who knows what could happen in this area here. Okay, let me check the 15 minutes. The 15 minutes also, we have, I'm coming. Let me check. All right, so what I would say is, since I'm in favor of DXY going to the downside, I want to see EU continue to go up. You understand? I want to see EU continue to go up. So wait for like a structure break on the 30 minutes to be confirmed. Like let's wait for price to take out this place here. Okay. Let's wait for price to take out this like price should give us a break of structure in this area. Okay, so when the structure breaks, and we can now start to look for a retracement to then go up. Okay, so I still want to see DXY go down. So my bias is I want to see EU go up. So I'm going to wait for like the 30 minutes break. And then when the structure breaks, by the time it begins to retest, try to look for opportunities. I'm sure we're going to get some. Okay, we're going to get something once the structure is broken. Okay, maybe you can see all of this area looks balanced, right? See, price has been giving us, price came, yeah, this institutional kind of held, price came, gave us retracement, this held, gave us retracement, this held. So now it's going up. So we'll wait for a 30-minute structure break, and it's going to come down. Even like to be more precise, it can break the 30 minutes and maybe it's going to break the 15 minutes. Now, if that happens, I would like to see that. And then once it begins to retrace, I'll be on the lookout for buy opportunities. Okay. We already missed out the first opportunity to go. That one happened very early in the morning. So maybe around 3 a.m., 2 a.m. So we're gonna wait for the next one to happen. Okay. So what I'm anticipating now is should break. Let me see the breaker structure. I'm going to wait for price to retest, and I'm going to get in. Okay. So we're going to be monitoring this pair. We're going to check it tomorrow also. But for the rest of the day, just keep an eye on it. Okay. If you're going to trade it. Okay, so I wanted to break the structure 30 minutes and 15 minutes, and then the retracement, and then I'm going to get in for a buy. All right. So that's what I'm seeing for DXY and EU now. All right. So yes, I'm up. What pairs do you want me to look at? Start to send them. 625. Yeah, I'm going to check synthetic indices. I just currency now. NASDAQ. Okay. GJ. Okay, GJ. Okay. Morning, brother. All right, GBP JPY. Cool. I'm going to check that. Okay. All right, GJ. I'm going to check in. I'm coming. Gold. Somebody said gold. It's been long. I checked gold. It's been really, really long. I checked gold. All right. So quickly, someone said NASDAQ. All right, let me check. But I wanted to touch on currency first before I move to maybe indices or something. So someone said GJ. Let me just check GJ. Okay, we'll check NASDAQ. So GJ. So that's for EU and the XY. So is there any chart markups to send now? Nothing yet. Okay, nothing yet. And then GBP JPY. Let's be fast with this, okay? I want to spend the whole day here. I'm gonna try and check a lot for you. So price is going to the upside. You see that a very big drop, captured all of this. See that? See something like this we have on EU also. You guys can see this, right? We have this dynamic liquidity on EU. So there are different forms of liquidity smart money likes to hide. So you see this dynamic liquidity, boom, took it out. So that's it. So it came down, created some kind of liquidity. Did he take out all this one here? Oops. So there's still liquidity to the downside. I can remember this pair, we tried to catch it from here, but so down, went back up. So maybe they're not ready for it. This can be next year target or next 2 years or even the next 5, 6 years. Who knows? But in terms of structure, what do we have here? The current structure range, we had this high, this low, this high, break. So price broke the structure, lower low, came into this imbalance, lower high, gave us this lower low. So just following the structure, lower high, lower low, lower high, failed. That's not giving us a lower low yet. So if that's the case, I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on here now. So now since price has not given us this, we know the structure is bearish, right? So we have this break of structure. So in terms of this range, we have this first range, high, low. Price gave us a retracement and then gave us this lower low to the downside. So we have this as the lower high, this lower low. But at this lower high now, this area, we have this liquidity that is there. Okay, you can see this equal highs. All right, so I think all of this little move up, as price is just, it's going to sell, then buy. It's going to sell, then buy. Today now it's sold, and then now it's buying again. So I think this little move we're having to the upside, they want to come to capture this liquidity up here. So now, even though the structure is showing, giving us a bearish structure, maybe we want to buy up to capture this liquidity. And if you look at it, they have not filled this imbalance up completely. So there's still, there's still imbalance here. Maybe it's even bigger on 4 hours. Let's see. Okay, it's not there. 14. Yeah, so it's only on the daily. Okay, so now on the daily, this is what we have. Okay, so we have this liquidity and then prices going to the upside. So I'm in favor of price buying all the way to this area. So maybe it's going to reject from here now, or it's going to give us a break of structure. I do not know. Okay, but we have this as this and then this area here. So because of the equal highs, liquidity to the upside, that's why I feel price is going to keep buying up. Okay, so since we have that now, let me just drag it to where we are and then put this to let me say daily liquidity, put this to the right, and then scale down to the 4 hours. So now we have the liquidity there. And then let's try to see if we can maybe see if there's some trade ideas to. All right, so this is the daily liquidity hub there. Okay, in terms of 4 hours, we have it's a lot of wicks on this pair. Got just creating wicks to the upside and to the downside. Let me check the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, we have, you can see this candle, this big candle swept some liquidity and it's been giving us so we had, let's just start from here. We had this break and then we had this lower high, lower low, give us a break, high, low, and give us the high in this area. Swap this liquidity. So let me check 2 hours coming, 30 minutes. Okay. 15 minutes. All right, let's do this. Okay, I think I see 2 things now. Okay, 2 things. I'm trying to check this candle this week. Maybe it's 50, maybe 5, maybe happened on a much more lower time frame. Is it news? So small and okay, so it was a very fast movement from what I can see here. So let's do this. Okay, let's do this. So we have this 1 hour range as this stop range, this down range. Price has given us 50%. Yeah, it definitely got to 50%. And as you can see, price is rejecting. So if price is going to go up, maybe the 15 minutes, yeah, we can play this area. Okay, so price got to 50%, gave us the accumulation, right? Price was coming in a bearish form. This happened like very early in the morning, what I can see. We had this low, high, low, give us the break, higher low, higher high. And you see, this was a higher low, but we had like a sweep. Price came for this liquidity and this one, and then price is up here now. So in terms of the 15-minute range, we can say this and where price is presently. So we're going to trade that. We can be looking for opportunities in, we look for opportunities in this area. Let me see. Let me see what 5 minutes is saying. Uh, okay. Now, because I don't want us to put our stop loss like way down here. Okay, so just keep an eye on this area. Okay, you see this big candle? Okay, this sell candle and then price is up again. You can look for distribution in this area. So maybe we divide this candle into 2. Divide the candle into 2 and look from 50% up. You can start to look for buy opportunities, something like this. Okay, yeah, and then all the way to like where the wick is. So if price can come back down there, you can anticipate accumulation in this area. Okay, don't go in limit order. Limit order, you have to put your stop loss way down here. That's too big. Okay, so wait for price to come back down there. Okay, and then we can shoot for this. Maybe we can go for this daily liquidity. Okay, yeah, but first 1 to 3, if it plays out, secure your profits, you know what to do from there. Okay, yeah, so let me send this out to this is looking to, so they know where we are coming from. All right, like I'm going to keep an eye on this pair. So I have EU, I have GJ. Okay, so I'm sending it now. Just help me drop it in the group, and then I would forward it to the channel later. That's for GJ. All right, so what's the next one? Somebody said US 100. I don't want to go to indices. So USD JPY. So USD JPY next one. I'm going to touch on these indices later. I'm coming. So let me just make this red. Okay, Euro AUD, AUDs, and then AUD JPY. How many of you took advantage of AUD JPY? I actually did. I took advantage of it, and I know some other people took advantage of AUD JPY. We discussed price buying up, right? And it actually happened. So I had like a very good trade opportunity. That trade gave me a 1 to 10 risk to reward. AUD JPY. It was a 1 to 10. Yeah, because I put my TP above 1 to 3. I just set it at the liquidity area. That was 1 to 10. So so GJ, somebody said, okay, USD JPY. We discussed DXY, we discussed Euro USD. Now GJ, we've talked about it. So USD JPY now next. So you know how I do it. Daily time frame is always where I like to start. So what am I seeing? Price is coming to the downside, right? Let's check the weekly. Oh, okay, I see it. Monthly, do we have anything? So price is actually rejecting from this institutional cube. You guys remember this institutional candle? We have something like this on the DXY on the monthly time frame, right? But this is what we want on DXY also. Price should sell to that area. USD JPY is there already. Came to the monthly institutional cube. So this is the monthly institutional cube here, right? So I have institutional cube. Yeah, institutional cube. Exactly. And price came even to the 50% on the weekly. What do we have? Price got there 3 weeks ago. That's week 1, 2, 3. So 3 weeks ago, price got there. Last week, price has started giving us a rejection. Okay, in terms of the weekly structure, we can all see that we have this higher high, this higher low, and then price gave us a very, very long, like higher high. This is from August 2022 when he gave us the higher low and then established the higher high at October 2022. So it lasted for many months, right? So in terms of the weekly range now, we have this as the down range on the weekly, and we have this as the top range. We have this as the top range on the weekly. Okay. All right, so there's no need drawing the fib. It's very obvious. Price has given us more than 50%. So price actually got to the 786 retracement. So looking for better opportunities here is just it, because price has gotten to below discount. So on the daily, what do we have on the daily time frame? Okay, this is what we have on the daily time frame now. So price actually sold down. Okay, now all of this area here is that monthly institutional cube, right? And then on the weekly, we can see that price has got into the down range. Now on the daily, we can see that even inside the institutional cube, what do we have there where we think price can reject from? Price came into the imbalance. Now, this is how you can be really precise. You going into that institutional candle, going into lower times, see where price can reject from. So price came into the area. On the monthly is showing us institutional candle. Now on the daily, we can see price rejected from this imbalance, because that's really the only imbalance left in this range to the downside. We had this one filled, this little one filled, and then only this one, no one to the downside on the daily. All right, so price has filled the imbalance. Now it's going up. In terms of the daily range is still very bearish, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. So in order for us to even see a break now, boom, it has to be somewhere from here. Okay, or maybe we have something like this, and then it's going to be easier this way. Okay, so now this is the daily. Let me just fly down to the 4 hours. What do we have on the 4 hours now? So on the 4 hours, we can see even the 4 hour range is also very extended, low, lower high, and then boom, all the way down here, we have the lower low, right? So price is still bearish, right? The daily is still bearish, the 4 hour is still bearish, and it is okay for them to be bearish because looking at where we're coming from the weekly higher low to the weekly higher high, price starting to retrace on the weekly definitely is going to be a bearish structure on lower time frame, daily, 4 hours, 1 hour, right? So that is why we're having this. So we still have the bearish structure, low, high, low. Price has actually given us, a 50%, got into 50%, got to 618 is rejecting. But now, because we are coming from a bigger time frame, we know that the weekly is bullish. I think I get it now. This is why at times I might not take some trade in line with the structure, because now what I'm anticipating on this 4 hour now is a structure break to the upside. Why? Because it has already got into the daily higher low, and I'm anticipating a break to the upside now. That's what I'm looking out for. Okay, so this is how we're going to tackle this particular this asset. Here's the JPY. Okay, so now on the 4 hour we're still bearish. We're still bearish on the 1 hour. Let me see. So on the 1 hour, we had this. I'm not sure we broke the structure. I'm not sure we did. No, we didn't, right? So we had this, and then yeah, so price just came down. And now this is one of the reasons why, just like what I just said a few seconds ago on USDJP on the 4 hour time frame, why I would not take that sell is now look at this now. This has gotten to the daily imbalance, has filled it up. Weekly has gotten to the higher low already. So at any point in time, we can start to anticipate a break of structure because price has come this way down, low, high, low. Whoever was trying to take a sell here now, most likely, made some money if you entered on lower time frame, but you can see it failed to give us a new lower low on the 1 hour. Instead, went up and broke structure. Why? Because we are already anticipating bullish price action to the upside on a higher time frame. That's why some lower time frame structures don't hold, because hello, it's about to break structure already. Okay, so now on 1 hour, what do we have? Let's see. So let's go back to the 4 hour again, because we're going to be dealing with the 4 hour and 1 hour now. So price came into this imbalance and gave us this. I can see the distribution happened, right? High, low, high, break a structure, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now it's giving us this lower high in this area. So I want to see price fail to create a lower low and then take out this and then break structure. So now we have a structure within the structure break that can eventually lead to overall structure break here. Okay, and I'm coming from a higher standpoint because we've gotten to the weekly higher low and I feel price should start to buy. So on the 4 hour structure now, I want to see this should happen. Okay, so price should give us a break. And not really the major break, but a break here. Considering the structure here, I want to see a break here. Okay, up and then a retest, and then we should go up. That's what I want to see. So now on 1 hour, I think we have it already on the 1 hour. Okay, we had it on the 1 hour already. So 1 hour structure, high, low, high, low, high, and I broke here, came up again, and then finally broke to the downside. Yeah, and it went up, came down, broke here again. So 1 hour structure now. This is the 4 hour structure I want to see. Let me go back to the 4 hours. So yeah, I'm anticipating a breaker structure in this area. We're going to be monitoring it tomorrow when we have a call again. We're going to check USD JPY to see what's going to happen here. So I'm just going to put this as awaiting breaker structure in this area. So we're going to be checking to see what happens. That's on the 4 hours. So on the 1 hour, this is what we have. Price is even coming in the bullish form after I broke the structure. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher. Yeah. All right. So I had to go do something. So I'm awaiting a 4-hour break of structure in this area. So I'm still in favor of price going up. 30 minutes. Let me see. What do we have? Although we have this structure break on the 30 minutes, higher high, higher low, higher high. We have a break of structure, but I'm not going to trade this one because I want to see price go up. Okay, until price has finally decided it wants to go down, that's when I'm going to change my bias. So for now, I'm still bullish. Okay. So let's wait for a break of structure on the 4 hours, then we can anticipate buy. So what I'm going to send out is this. This is what I'm going to send out to you guys. So awaiting break of structure. So once we can have this break of structure, yeah, once we can see the break of structure, then this is going to be my down range. Yeah, so this is down range. I'm going to put this down range after BOS. So it's after we get the break of structure, this is going to be my down range. Then when we have an up range, then I can now wait for retracement and then price should buy up. So little notes. What do I write? How do I put here? Okay. What should I put? I'm looking for the word to put. I mean, I've already told you guys what I'm looking at. Just to send it out, what should be the right? Okay, so trade idea should present after the break of structure. Trade idea should trade idea should be available, right? After the BOS, something like that. Okay. So nothing for now. I'm just chilling. Yeah. Okay. Anticipating for 4 hours BOS. Yes, exactly. I've written it here, anticipating. So trade idea should be available after the break of structure. Okay, so we can just keep it. Tomorrow we're going to check what's up again. Oh, it is. All right, so let me send this out also. All right, so the next one after USD JPY, I can see NASDAQ, GA. So somebody said GA. So I'm going to look at GA and then I move to gold. And then NASDAQ and then US 30. I mean, NASDAQ. Once I talk on it, you can just use and cover the rest. And then we'll move to Bitcoin and then synthetic indices. Yeah, Bitcoin. Okay, yes, I've added Bitcoin. So now the next one is GA. Okay. Are you guys sending it for me? Please help. Okay, yeah, somebody has done it. So GBP, let's put this on red folder and then GBP AUD also. So GBP AUD on daily time frame, what do we have? Monthly first, let me see where we are. So where are we? So price is bearish on the monthly. Right, you guys can see the monthly lower low, lower high, lower low. Right, so it's in balance. Okay, so the liquidity in this area. All right, right. So on the monthly, we are bearish on the monthly, right? We seem to be bearish on the monthly. On the weekly, yeah, we seem to be bullish because I already saw this bullish candle here. I didn't know it could be. Yes. So on the weekly, this is what we have on the weekly. Right. They had this liquidity in this area. Okay. So we had these equal highs that got swept. So we have like a bullish structure now on the weekly. It's low, high, low, high, low, and then price just break, higher, high, kind of, right? So price gave us a retracement, a little bit, nice going up again. So on the weekly, we can see we have a liquidity sweep in this area up here. Okay, so we definitely see the liquidity to the upside. That's they've swept. Coming down to the daily, what do we have? The daily is still bullish, right? You can see in terms of the daily structure, you have this higher high, higher low, higher high. So daily broke structure. So give us the break of structure when the liquidity was still intact. This is like a clear confirmation that they might still come up because of this liquidity. And then give us this lower low, lower high, lower low, broke structure, higher high, gave us retracement, came into this imbalance. Boom, that was a move to the upside. So this happened like many days ago. We had seen this, maybe we had done weekly outlook, we're checking it, we definitely would have, because this is how we trade. So we definitely would have seen this area to go up from there, but we didn't see it, so it happened in our absence. So now that they have captured the liquidity, the structure is still bullish, right? The structure is still bullish. Again, on the monthly, we are bearish. Okay, we're bearish on the monthly, and then we have all of these imbalances from here to here to be filled, right? These are all the imbalances in this area. On the weekly, price has given us a breaker structure to the upside. So now we have the weekly and the monthly are kind of not in agreement, right? But then let's see. So going down to the daily, we have this. Now let me see something on the weekly again quickly. So we also have this imbalances to be filled up here in this area. So I'm still like in favor of price buying to the upside. Right now on the daily time frame, we also have, okay, it wasn't showing. So on the daily time frame, we have price going to the upside. Okay, so after price broke the structure in this area, we have this higher high, we have this higher low, and then price is giving us this higher high. So we're going to be trading with the daily range. We have this as the top range, have the down range on daily, and then we have this as the top range on the daily, right? So now these two candles on the daily time frame, maybe if we check the 2-day time frame, there might be just one candle. So yeah, I like something like this. You see this one candle? Yes. So this liquidity has been captured already. There's no need for us to add it there. So what I'll be anticipating now is a push down to the, and then price go up. Okay, so a push down and then price should go up from there. Okay, so it can happen at open, but let's try to target 50% of this institutional candle, because we can see consecutive bullish candle, one bearish candle, and then bullish candle again. So this is that institutional cube. Okay, so what I'm anticipating is this should come down, okay, and then should go up from there. Okay, maybe feel the remaining part of the imbalance could reject from there, who knows? But I'm still like in favor of price going to the upside. Okay, so the 2-day time frame, we're looking at this institutional candle now. Okay, and then want to look for buy opportunities at 50% area. So this all the way to down here. That's what I'm looking at for. So this is going to be like potential area for accumulation. Want to see price go up from there and something like this. All right. I mean, yeah, all that their imbalance is still to be filled up. So yeah. I'm going to send this out for GA. So for GA now, just going to wait to see. I mean, we could maybe see if it's about to sell down, so we can sell down to the area below, but this is what I'm looking out for on the higher time frame. So I'm going to send this out now for GA. Okay. All right, so help me drop that also. So that's for GA on the daily time frame. And then let me go down to the daily. Okay. And let's check the 4 hours. Somebody please help me send that to the group. So in terms of the 4-hour structure, this was the same. It was something like this we did for AUD last week. So quickly, let me go to AUD so you see what I'm talking about. We're going to come back here. So quickly, AUD. Remember, I told you guys it was going to buy. We did the analysis from higher time frame to the lower time frame, and then we saw that price was bearish, right? We saw that price was bearish, and then we saw the 4-hour range. This was the 4-hour range here, and then we saw this in imbalance. Or like, okay, price might be attracted to this imbalance. Therefore, we can begin to look for two things. You either wait for price to get there and look for sales, or we can take a buy opportunity to go to the upside. So we want to sell, but we're just catching the counter trend, like retracement to go to the upside. And on the 1 hour, there was a clear accumulation happened. I was like, okay, so I wanted us to buy from this imbalance. I remember telling you guys, price was, I think, up here. We saw the accumulation that happened here, lower low, lower high, lower low break in this area. And then when we were having a call, I think it was a Monday, yes, it was in the morning, so it should be around 10, 11. So price was still in this area when we had the call, right? And I told you guys this liquidity was here, wanted price to come into this imbalance and then reject from there. And that was where we had to play. So if you had played the imbalance, made profit. But I personally waited for a lower time frame play in this area. I think I entered on the 5 minutes. So price, I waited for price to come here. And then on the 5 minutes in this area, that was where we had that accumulation that happened. And like I was telling you guys in the group, something strange happened. I don't know what that was, right? On other broker, this spike down the knot wasn't there. Like if we go to AUDJPY and then I click on FXCM now, it's not there. You're not going to see it there. Okay. Where is it? Yeah, you can see. So this was it, because it actually gave me 1 to 10. I just woke up that morning because I marked it out around 11. As you can see, this is around 11 o'clock. And then the trade activated me, I think around, I don't know, maybe it was this one or this one. I can't remember. Because I just marked it up and I went to bed. And I just had the limit on my phone. Just woke up and I saw the trade was not reading again. Then I went to trade history and I saw, okay, because this was where my TP was, hop in this area. And then it activated and went up. Okay, same thing. Okay, break a structure, retest to go up. It is happening inside a higher time frame point of interest. That is why it was high probability for me. But on Pepperstone, we can see that AUDJPY, this actually its stop loss on, because there was like a strange spike to the downside. And the funny thing is my broker is Pepperstone. So how come he hit stop loss on TradingView? Because I actually saw the spike down on my phone also on my MT4, but it didn't take me out. So how do I explain that? I don't know. It was actually a winning trade for me. So something like this is what we want to see now on GBP. I've forgotten again. What's the pair? What's the pair I was looking at? Can you guys remind me? Was it I think it was GA. GA. Aha, yeah, GA. Yes. So GA now back to the 4 hours. But GA on the 4 hour. So this is it. So this area is on the 2-day time frame. But now if we check the 4 hours, we can see that the distribution seems to have started, right? Higher high. Let's give us this higher low. This did not create a new high. So this was where the higher low was. And I think here we had that new higher high. Correct. Oh, no. Let me see to be sure. Let me check the 1 hour time frame quickly. Yes, so we had like the high, the low, the higher high, the breaker structure, lower high, low high, low high, low. So maybe the retracement is about to begin. So what do we do? Okay, are there areas where we can look for sell opportunities? There was one here. We missed out on this. So price came here. We could have caught the distribution to go down. So in terms of the 4-hour trading range, now this is we trying to catch the retracement, just like we did for AUDJPY. Okay, in terms of the 4-hour range, we have this as the top range on the 4 hours. And then this is the down range on 4 hours. Okay. Now scale down to the 1 hour. Same thing we have there. Top range, down range, and then this price has given us a retracement already. So if it's going to sell at any moment in time now, it should start to sell. But I'm not seeing any like, let me check the 15 minutes. Okay, so liquidity. in not seeing in 10 minutes here. The only area was this imbalance here, this imbalance, this area here. Okay, very small, but it's still kind of is holding price now. So price came there and then it's giving us this selling down already from there. Let's scale down the more and see what's up. All right, that's 15 minutes. Let me check the 5 minutes. What's going on inside our imbalance? So on the 5 minutes, you can see we have this high, low, high, which is already a breaker structure on lower time frame. I'm not mistaken. So yes, you can see we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we have this breaker structure to the downside. So now the 3 minutes now is now bearish. So okay. I mean, it's risky, but we kind of have a 3 minute range. This high to the upside, top range, and then maybe this low has been established. Maybe there's going to be the down range. All right, so maybe a push up into this imbalance. Okay, this institutional kind of area. So we can anticipate like mitigation, yeah, and then maybe our entry be so in this area. Let me put this down. Setting stop. So maybe something like this, right? Entry, yeah. Stop loss, put stop loss here, that's about 9 pip stop loss, because it shouldn't even come to this area. It becomes, you can just hit stop loss. But if you try to put it here, about 16 pip, entry 89.20. So we shoot for 50. We shoot for 50. So we try to play 50. 50 will be here. Stop loss can be about 14 and something like this. What do you guys think? Should we take this? So maybe 1 to 3 is just gonna be yeah. So we can just shoot for like 42 pips. And then maybe it's gonna come to this area. If it comes to this area, good for us. If it comes down to the down range, perfect. Okay. What do you guys think? Drop your opinions in the chat. What do you think? I need opinions. Drop your opinions. Let's go. Okay. I need more opinions. Okay. At least like 7 opinions, and I will know if it's a go. I'm waiting. I'm with you on this. All right, all right, all right. So we wanna see if this is gonna play out. Right. So it's very early, but let's see if it's gonna play out. Okay, let's see if it's gonna play out. All right. Remember, we have just one shot at this, right? This area. So if it doesn't play out, it's gonna be one loss. Plays out, good for us. So if you are in like agreement with this, you can just have your limit set. Okay. This is it. 89.50. The 14 pip stop loss, right? That is for GBP, GBP AUD. Okay, I'm gonna join you guys on this also. Okay. If you don't believe in this, if you feel it's still too early, then there's no need to take it. All right, there's no need to take it. Okay, but I think I'm gonna like go in and see 15. Oh no 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 no! Forgot. Supposed to be um. So All right. Okay. Ah. All right. So if you feel it's gonna like play out, okay, you can have the limit set, but if you don't, okay, to just like, I mean, we already have mitigation, you guys can see. So I just hope we have not missed out on this trade because price came straight to where we wanted it to get to. Mitigation, feel the imbalance, now price is giving us a bearish candle. So let's just wait and see what happens. So I already gave you what the higher time frame directional bias is on 2-day time frame. So we can keep an eye on that area. Okay. And then aside from this, we discussed price going down because of this range and all of that. Okay, so if this area doesn't hold, we can probably just keep an eye for a new area. Okay, because the 1 hour is bearish, so I feel it's still going to drop to the downside. Okay, and if we catch a good sell, maybe this is going to be the sell, or maybe a new one. It's going to make sense to like sell all the way down to this area. Okay, that's like very good, very, very good. It's going to be like a very good trade for us. All right, so that's for GA. Okay. Now I'm gonna move to NASDAQ and then I'll talk on Bitcoin. Okay, so NASDAQ and then Bitcoin. Okay, no, NASDAQ, gold, and then Bitcoin. All right, so NASDAQ. Okay, let me just put GA on red also. Okay, so indices, yeah, that's what NASDAQ is. Oh, NASDAQ is on red. Do we have a trade idea for NASDAQ? How do I add it to red folder? Okay, let's start from the daily. What's up? What's up? Okay, yeah, I remember we're discussing this. I was discussing this with a student. Yeah, that's why it's on red. So we're looking at price. So for NASDAQ, we can, from what I can see that price is bullish. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here now. Price is bullish. Okay, because we had this lower high, price broke the structure. Oh, did I say bullish? And I had this low, high, kind of break low. So I feel we're still going to come down into this imbalance. Okay, so maybe they're going to feel, even if they're going to go up. I mean, imbalance started from here, and you can see slowly prices like coming down the more. It's like what I'm trying to say is when it first touched the imbalance was here, came a little bit lower, came a little bit lower again. So maybe there, maybe 50%. So maybe it's still going to drop more. Okay, before it goes up, or maybe comes down the more. Okay, but I feel price going to come down. Okay, because of the imbalance we still have below. Okay, so let's just put the imbalance here, and then we're going to work with that. So yeah. All right, so now let's scale down. Maybe 4 hours. Let's see. What do we have on 4 hours? So on the 4 hour structure, okay, price feel this imbalance now is rejecting because we can see price came into this imbalance here, and now price is rejecting. On the 1 hour, what do we have? On 1 hour, I can see we have this, we had the structure shift on 1 hour also, which I'm sure is going to be like evident on 15 minutes. It was clear on 15 minutes, higher high, higher low, higher high. And then we have this breaker structure to the downside, right? So price gave us like a very, very long view of the imbalance. Filled it up 100%, and price is dropping. So in terms of the 15 minutes, that's all the 15-minute range. Okay, we have this as the top range, and then this as the down range. Okay, so we have this top range, and then we have this as the down range here. Okay, now the imbalance is in this area here. Okay, so since we have imbalances and prices filling them, you can see our price has been filling them from the daily, right? You see the imbalance. I'm seeing in favor of price going down. Even all of this area, price is reacting off a daily imbalance here. Okay, we scale down to the 4 hours. We see the imbalance where price got to rejecting from. And then we went to the 1 hour. We could see the structure shift. Very, very evident on the 15 minutes. Like this is the 30 minutes time frame, right? The imbalance is from here all the way to this area down here, right? But now when you scale down to the 15 minutes, this very big imbalance is now divided into two. Right now, the first one here and then the second one up, right? So price is inside the first one. Let's maybe anticipate price is going to get to the upper one. So it is in this area, maybe we can now look for sell opportunities to the downside. And it's making sense as our price is giving us this, flag kind of stuff, right? I like to see this. You should just keep creating this, going up in a flag pattern, right? Because we know when we see a bearish flag, it's giving us confirmation that price wants to go down, right? So yes, so something like this. So in this area, you can keep an eye for sell opportunities maybe. Okay, so I'm just going to put this and then put this here and then put this as red. So why am I doing this? One price to come into this area and then look for distribution, higher high, higher low, higher high, break, play the retest to have a much more smaller stop loss. And then you can shoot for lower pricing. Okay, and so this area, keep an eye for sell opportunities. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to send out the do we have liquidity? Yes, we definitely have liquidity. See 1 year. Okay, I said it's equal lows to the downside. I think there's this one also, and then there's this one here also. Okay. Yes, so just something like this. Okay, so in this area, the price should come down. That's what I'm seeing for NASDAQ. Okay. All right, help me send it out. Please send it to the group. Okay, let me see the notification on my phone. Did we just miss out on this? Did we just miss out on GA? Oh, okay, NASDAQ is on red already. Let's go back to GA. As I can see, it's going down. Sheesh. Okay. Ouch. I mean, we should have played this mitigation. I was at 27, but I was trying to play 50 level. 50 level gone wrong. 50 level gone wrong again. I was trying to play 50. Could have just played the random number 27. I don't like to play all this, 7. I like to play 20, 50. Ah, I mean, if it gets way down, I will just delete the limit very soon because I don't like it's coming all the way down and start going back up. All right. It's fine. So that's for NASDAQ. Okay. Uh, so I've touched on NASDAQ. Somebody said US 30. So let me just check US 30 quickly. So, but I like to just pick one out of the 3. I don't like to look at everything. Oh, what's US 30 chart? So the daily time frame, let's see. So US 30s. This is where we are. I can see the imbalance also. Let's check the 4 hours. Oh, well, let's check the daily. I think price rejecting off this imbalance here. Okay, because I mean, when it was still here, price filled it up here, rejected, came back to fill up the rest. And now we had distribution, higher high, higher low, higher high, we had a break. Okay, check the 4 hours. I don't know, GA is looking like low probability already. Could have, how many of you played the mitigation? Because some people might actually even play mitigation instead of playing the entry. How many of you are in? How many of you actually took took it right from mitigation? Let me know. All right, so on the 4 hours, what do we have on yours? 30. I can see the structure shift, higher high, higher low, higher high. We had a break. Okay, and we kind of have this liquidity here already. So, I mean, two things now. Two things could go up and it could come down. I think I'm gonna delete the limit on GA now. I don't like price already. I want to like 2 point something. So yeah, I'm not in favor of this anymore. All right, so for US 30, see this equal lows. Okay, okay, yeah. I think it got captured. Let's check the 1 hour quickly. Let me see this. Oh, definitely. This is liquidity to the downside. Okay, so we have this liquidity here just chilling in this area. And then do we have any ones to the left like we do on yeah, so let's for this area, remember NASDAQ, we're anticipating lower pricing. So for this also, because of this liquidity here and looking at the structure within the main structure in this area, I can see, we had this higher high, this higher low, higher high. We had a breaker structure in this area, lower low, came into the imbalance, lower high, and then we have this lower low. So in terms of the 1 hour range, now I see this definitely close below. So this is like the top range now. And then this is the down range, right? We'll measure the fib from the swing high to the swing low down here. Okay, I see this imbalance here. All right, on the 1 hour, which lines up, there's 50% there. We'll scale down to 15 minutes. Okay, just the same thing, right? Same thing. Okay, we have two imbalances now. So we have this one. Okay, and then the other one. So this, just like NASDAQ, right? So, and then we have this equal highs. You can see definitely they're going to sweep this one. So it's just that I don't like to buy outrightly, like just get in and buy immediately. But I know they're going to take out this liquidity to the upside, right? I mean, if it's HFX, I could have just tried to scalp in for put a limit at expiration at 30 minutes because I know, or no, maybe 50, 20 something minutes because I know they're going to come for this liquidity here. But this is Forex. We need price to move in order to start making money. All right, so this area here, we can anticipate price should come here and then maybe reject, just like NASDAQ, right? So you have this liquidity to the downside. So something like this. All right, so once I send it, help me just drop it in the group. Okay. Yes. Oh, you got in. Wow, that's good. All right. I mean, we missed out. Could I just played mitigation? I was trying to be precise. Let's see, they swapped the liquidity. And you see, if this was HFX now, I'm in profit because I would have just bought. Yeah. because I don't know you're going to come for the liquidity. So this is for US 30 distribution in this area. All right, let me put a red and then Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is around 17K areas. That's good. Cool. On price broke 15-minute structure. Okay, let's go back to GA before we talk on Bitcoin. So GBP AUD, 3 minutes, right? Oh, I see what you're talking about. So this might still play out because I've deleted my limit already. Because now we kind of have like a very confirmed break. All right, this high, this low, and this high, we have a break. And then it created some kind of liquidity here. Yeah, so maybe maybe it might still play out. All right. Okay, let's go. 15 minutes. He said something about 15 minutes. Price broke the 15-minute structure. This is high, this low, this high, unless you consider this. Right. When I'm on a higher time frame, I like to make sure the break of structure is very clear. There's maybe on lower time frames, just like I did with this 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. I can just quickly consider those single candles and then price go below them as break of structure. But when coming from a higher time frame standpoint, I want to see it very, very evident. That is very clear. Okay, I mean, it might still play out based on what I've seen now. On the 3 minutes, we can see we have what a very clear structure break now. So high, low, high. So it's low. So it could come up here and it could dump down, maybe come for this liquidity. Right. Yeah, so it might still play out. Okay. Yeah. So for NASDAQ, no. Bitcoin, crypto. Bitcoin is back to 16 again. Wow. I saw it at 17K when yesterday. Was at 17K and yesterday. So daily time frame quickly. What do we have on the daily time frame? All right, I see it. I see what's going on here. All right, I think they are coming for this area here. Okay, they are coming for this area. Definitely. Don't be surprised. Maybe in the next couple of days you see one. You know how Bitcoin used to do those stuff now. It just sees consolidating, low candles, small candles, and then boom, it just went big candle. Look at what happened in this area, just like what happened here. Look at this. All of this, they were going to come for this imbalance. I can remember we called the sell here, to go to the downside. We also called the sell from this very big imbalance here. So we've been following this coin for a while. And now look at this consolidation, boom. So this big candle, next day, big candle came into the imbalance. I got consolidation, look at all of this consolidation, big candle, boom. Small candles, and then we're gonna get another big candle very soon. Okay. Yeah. So this is the area, this is the focus. Okay, this place here for sell. And for now, so since it's gonna get here and sell, maybe we can look for buy opportunities, right? Structure within the structure, we are looking bullish, right? We're looking bullish. It's going up. We have this imbalance here. All right, price is filled, came down 50%, is back up again. So we're going to work with this going into the lower time frame. Now let's check the 4 hours. What do we have on the 4 hours? So on the 4 hours, let's see what we have on the 4 hours. Okay. 4-hour structure, we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, give us the break. All right, so we had this lower low. So 4-hour range, top range, down range, came into this imbalance, now it's rejecting to the downside. So then 4 hours kind of bearish. Okay, so what I want to see is I think I'll be anticipating bullish price action from this area below. Okay, maybe price is still gonna come down to this area. Remember, I'm anticipating price should come into this area. So maybe from here we can like see that move. Okay, so should still drop, come into this area and then go up. I mean, we have another one here. but let me focus on this one first. Okay, because the daily, go to the daily, you can see that is the imbalance that is left in that area for price to go up. Okay, and if price is giving us this, it's climbing, like price is walking up, so maybe something like that to the upside. So this area, so it's very obvious on the 4 hours, you can see. Yeah, okay, so in this area, keep an eye for like bullish price action. So I'm going to put like that, this, and then change this to a buy. Okay. All right, for Bitcoin. And then we have the liquidity. We have to search for the liquidity also. So we have this here. Okay, so liquidity above. And yeah, there's also liquidity below. So yeah. And then we can anticipate mitigation. See it? Yeah, because this was the move to capture all of this. Yeah, see it? Yeah, so something like that. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. All right, so help me send it to the group. And yes, I'm done with currency, NASDAQ, crypto. All right. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm gonna drop the recording. No, I can't send the recording yet. I have to edit it and do some stuff. So I would upload 2 of them together to YouTube. And then I'll send it to you guys also. Okay, so thanks for hopping on. See you guys by 1 p.m. All right, so take care. Bye-bye.